I'm just fixing some stuff in the repair shop real quick, and then I'll continue. Somehow this got screwed up. Okay, finally. Okay, so today we have a 820-00165. The complaint from the customer is suddenly shut off and would not turn back on. If we plug the charger in, over here. So we get a light in the charger, and now the fan is spinning. Well, no, the fan was not spinning, it's quarter fan spinning. Let's see, so we plug it in, get a light, and it's dead again. So let's go ahead and look around this board and see if we can't see anything that would cause that. So given the fact that the fan spun and then stopped spinning, that tells me it's probably something related to CPU, CPU vCore, BIOS, or clock. So this is U7400 right here. Looks perfectly fine. Go over here to the BIOS area. Nothing major, just dust. Wonder what that is. Let's see. Got some corrosion right there. That's no good, obviously. Keep going. Our BIOS area. Nothing too bad, nothing that I would think is going to cause the issue. Wonder what this is. This is our U1900 clock chip, which is no good. So let's start in this area right here, because we know we had some corrosion. Let's just get rid of this resistor and this capacitor, and then move on to the clock chip area. This probably has nothing to do with it. I have no idea what this is for, but this doesn't seem too important, so it probably has nothing to do with our issue, but the clock chip definitely does. So let's get our fume extractor on. It's honestly so much better being in a store, not in the old office. I was getting pretty frustrated with the old office. See, this pad doesn't really want to take solder right here, and that's fine. Just scrape it a little bit and it will. Make sure I get my good tweezers, not those ones that are all worn out. You definitely want to get good tweezers because when no new equipment, desk layout is pretty much the same. It's just a little bit bigger. That's all. It's longer. So the store is not even close to being done, but I'll have a more official video on the new office soon. Once it's done, the counter's still not in, so it's, you know, not 100% yet. Gotta get another donor board because this one didn't have the part I needed. This one does. And I want to do this pretty quickly, so I'm gonna hurry up. I have about 6 times the space that I used to, so that's good. Okay, now let's move on to the clock chip, which is going to be our main problem. So remember the orientation, 148 CV at the top and the dot on the side. Let's go ahead and get out the clock chip. Which is coming from a board that has flux around it, so I have no idea if the clock chip on the other board is even good, but we're going to try it. Hopefully it doesn't have a hole under it or something like that. Yeah, that's no good. But that was our issue right here, so let's see if we can't restore these pads, because I may need to run. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run a couple jumper wires. That's alright. It's not hard. But the clock chip, any kind of issues like this, random dead, it seems to be a really common issue. It's right near the edge, so steam gets to it, a lot of stuff gets to it, but let's see. Yeah, there's nothing left of that pad. This one I think is okay. What's weird is anytime you have any kind of corrosion, the Amtech always turns it like a reddish color, which is pretty odd. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to run a wire just yet. I'm going to wait, and then I will run it when the chip is soldered down. That's just the way I do it, because this is that's not savable. And this is going to be C1900, which is our it's a capacitor for PPV RTC G3 hot. So my guess is that was completely disconnected from the board, and that's why. Yeah, look at that. There's no pad left there. I think I'll run a wire actually prior, because I don't think I'll be able to get a good enough connection without putting it under it. A lot of times you could just wait until you solder the chip and then run the wire to the solder joint, and that works pretty well sometimes, but other times it doesn't. So we'll just run a wire. I screw up. That is no good. This tip is worn out. That's good enough, I think. Jumper wire. Glare from the flux is horrible, but I need it, unfortunately. Perfect. Hopefully there wasn't too much solder on the center pad, but I don't think it will be. Yeah, a little bit too much for my taste. I'm going to take some off. Just want to get a little bit. On the clock chips, I don't like to overdo it with the solder in the center because I guess it's really no different than the center pad, the other QFNs. I just like to be a little more cautious since it deals with CPU function and stuff like that. Just need a little bit more than this. That's perfect. a little flux down just to make sure it goes on evenly. It's perfect like that. Alright, now let's get a chip. This is going to be a little bit more trickier because that wire is going to want to get pulled inward to ground, and we don't want that. But let's... This is the donor board. Let's make sure that's even the right chip. And the fact that it has flux on it makes me think maybe it's bad to begin with, and that's why it's on the donor board. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, chip. You don't want to push this one down. When you have a wire, it's not really going to sit flat. Just make sure the joints are solid on the board and touch them up if you have to. But if you, I just generally don't like pushing down on chips that have wires under them, because you have the potential of creating a short on that wire to ground, and that will not be good. But let's just touch these up a little bit, because we'll need a little extra solder in places that it's not completely touching the board, because the wire is holding the chip up a little bit, and that's okay. Just some extra solder. Alright, now let's see if we get a fan spin. Maybe we will, maybe we won't, maybe the clock chip I put on the board is bad. We will see. And that is a spinning fan, and that means this board is fixed. The issue was a blown trace under the clock chip and the clock chip. It got hit by liquid, obviously, and of course the customer did not spill anything on it like every single other MacBook that customers will bring to you with liquid damage. So what this board is going to get, this board is going to get a good 2 to 3 minutes on each side in the ultrasonic cleaner. Then it's going to go through probably around 2 to 3 hours of stress testing, and then it's going to go back to the customer and the board will be fixed. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. A lot more info and stuff to the new store is going to be coming, and probably with an opening date too for local customers. Haven't really decided too much on that yet. That's all to come. It's probably going to be June 25th. I'm saying I was originally thinking 15th, but that was turned out to be too soon. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next.